Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. A question for you. Just
Yeah,
me at the end of the last episode mispronouncing redstone made me think of this. You know the concept of the Mandela effect, right? We've talked about this before.
yeah. Or I could say no and then really fuck with you, but yeah.
God damn it. What's the biggest, besides Mandela himself, what's the biggest one, the most popular one you think that...
I think the Berenstain
Oh,
Bears.
okay. That's exactly what I was going to say. And what do you think it is, or what do you remember versus... Like, give the background on why this is part of the Mandela effect, just because once you do, I want to talk about something, but I want to see what you say first.
Well, Berenstain is how I remember it. So there's Berenstain and Berenstain Bears. Some people say that there are actually different printed versions that have it spelled differently. I haven't cared enough to verify that, but yeah, I remember it as Berenstain Bears.
Okay,
Personally.
so the concept is that you remember Berenstain Bears. A lot of people remember Berenstain Bears, but if you actually look now, it's Berenstain Bears. Stainn
Right.
at the end. So there's a movie that is on Netflix called The Mandela Effect.
Do you have that bucket still? By the way?
Yes. Where'd you go? There's a movie on Netflix called The Mandela Effect. I will tell you, the movie, it was terrible. It was like really sad, and it was like really like the whole movie was bad in general, in my opinion. I did not like it, so I would not suggest people go out and watch it. However, the whole concept of this movie is this guy ends up having this. He loses his like 12-year-old child. Like she ends up getting killed at the beginning of the movie, and somehow that spawns him into like seeing reality from a different light, and he starts to find out about the Mandela effect. And one of the biggest flashbacks is that he's looking at, the beginning of the movie shows him reading the Berenstain Bears, and then all of a sudden he's like in his room, the daughter's room, crying, looking at this book, and he's like gets all confused because it says stain, Berenstain Bears on it.
Mm-hmm.
So later in the movie, like a little bit later, he's talking to like one of his family members about it, and he's just like, "Hey, what do you remember? Like the story about the three bears?" And trying to get out of him, like, "Hey, what do you remember? It's called. Like, am I crazy here to think about this?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, the three bear the Berenstain Bears."
Oh no.
And he goes, "Yeah, Berenstain, Stein. Not Stain, Stain, right?" He's like, absolutely, it was Berenstain. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute here. I'm watching a movie specifically about the Mandela effect. This is probably the most popular Mandela effect, and you're pronouncing the fucking thing wrong. The whole thing is really based on, besides Mandela. I've never heard a person in my life call it Stein. The Berenstain Bears. Never heard that in my life. And that made me even more... I'm more apt to believe that Stain and Stain were... It's easier for me to comprehend than somebody calling it Berenstain Bears, even if it's spelled that same way.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't absolutely crazy, and that even though looking like it was spelled the way that I remember it, which is apparently wrong, but that nobody pronounced it Berenstain.
Yeah. No, that's just not a thing.
Okay.
They just made it even more complicating.
I just can't believe you have a movie about this fucking thing and you pronounce it the way that nobody in their fucking mind pronounces it.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I'm sure that's not where many people thought this was going to go. Of course,
No, I expected a lot more out of this.
Blew their mind about what this was. Are we trying to put in a delay now for the button to trigger?
We do need to do that. Yeah.
And how are we triggering from the bar as well?
We can. It doesn't really matter where we trigger from. It's up to you.
I mean, do you want somebody on one side of the boat to trigger and then they all come up in the bar, or should it all be one big party in the bar?
Yeah, I think it happening up here makes sense. That's fine.
Is that your top? It's still coming up farther, right?
Yeah, it's coming up where you're at.
Right.
I mean, and more, I guess.
Well, I'm just trying to think, and if the bar is going across, like where you have it at, like right there, I'm almost thinking some placeholder blocks. I dropped a bunch of...
I wasn't going to bring it up any further because I don't know what Dahl wants to do here. So I was going to kind of wait and see what he wanted to do.
I was trying to to mark off, though. It's going to be there and there is like coming up to the main deck, and this is the bar going across. So this was some.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted it in some way, so we're probably going to have glass coming up here so you can see the items dancing around, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So probably put a button, I would say, to one side or the other, so that for one, we don't end up trying to like get around a water channel in some way, shape, or form. So I'm thinking the button either like there. Oops. Are you up here at all to see this?
No, I'm downstairs. Sorry. There's something I'm hearing. I don't know what it is.
It's music. Minecraft has added that since I've been playing it.
Have you heard the Pig Step song?
I do not know. I hear phantoms.
You sure do. Whoops.
Wow. Was that you? Jesus. I was like, I didn't know they caught you on fire when they ran into you.
I was trying to help. And didn't help very well.
Damn, they took away a lot of my hearts and caught me on fire.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like basically where this block is or where this block is should be where the button to trigger is.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to bring redstone down.
I think with the observer blocks, a line of them, you should be able to bring it down, right?
Really?
I think. Well, we just made the one observer block, right?
I think so, yeah. I got one on me.
I think I'll make a handful more and make sure they work the way I think they do. So, friend of mine was in my fantasy football league for the last couple of years. And whenever we do a fantasy football league, it's, $50 buy-in to get in. And since we were so uncertain about whether NFL will be happening this year, we didn't really plan on getting a league together. And like the last week before, I had a bunch of people from the old league asking if I was gonna run the league again because they really wanted to get in. So I was like, let me get some. I need to sleep after you get out. I was like, let me get some interest from people and find out what we want to do, which we ended up. We did get enough people to actually want to be in a league, but I was texting some of the people that were in the league before and asked, hey, are you in? Do you want to get in, or do you want to give your spot up to somebody else? We can drop the league down. And I know one of our friends has been on medical leave from work for like a couple of years from some head injury that she got a while ago, and she just can't concentrate, so she's weird whether it's how long this is going to go on for, but she's been basically jobless for 2 years now, for a long time collecting unemployment, and I don't know if that's still like the case anymore, like if the unemployment is still happening or not. But long story short, I said something to her about, hey, you want to enter the league this year? And she responded back, no, sorry, not this year. And she put a little dollar sign next to it for money. And I was like, oh, yeah, I get it. I understand. And she said, yeah, I've been, she said something like, some of us don't have jobs right now, so it makes it a little hard to play. It was her text message. So my response was, oh, don't rub it in.
I don't understand your response.
But she said some of us don't have jobs. I said,
yeah, that's an awful thing to not have a job. Don't rub it in. What an awful response, Jeff.
So, well, that's what I was going to wonder. I was trying to say it as a joke, like trying to lighten up the mood. She says this, like she's not going to play because she doesn't have a job.
I mean, I guess I don't know how well you know this person. If you said it to me,
well, clearly, apparently, but you have a job. You just,
I mean, I know. I mean, if I was in, I mean, maybe I feel like you'd have to be really good friends with someone. For this joke to
we
work.
are very good friends. Like, her and my wife have known each other for like 15 years. I've known her since I've known my wife, like many years.
Well, maybe this isn't acceptable.
Well, clearly it was not, and that's what I was going to wonder. I was trying to say it as a joke. She got very offended. And
yeah,
I tried to apologize, and then she didn't respond. She wouldn't respond back to me. I tried to apologize. I said, "Look, I was sorry." I'm trying to remember exactly what she said back, but I thought it would be pretty clear that I was joking, And I
I mean,
understand
yeah,
that.
it is clear you're joking, but like,
But the
some
thing is,
people are so stressed out about the situation,
but
especially with.
she didn't lose her job though. Like
Sure, but like things are probably even worse now, especially with the changes to unemployment because of the people that are unemployed.
I'm sure. But well, I got the answer that I wanted. I in my mind thought it was so clearly obviously a joke, and even if it was potentially in bad taste given the situation, that somebody could easily see the humor in it, where I was trying to go. It was trying to be a lightning, like a mood lightning thing. Like
Yeah.
not a you know, some of us like type of deal. It was, I thought it would be like, you know, oh yeah,
Right.
it's like, I don't
You
know.
probably called her at the wrong time.
It's
honestly.
very possible, but clearly you had the same reaction. And the funny thing is, I told my wife about it afterwards, and her initial exact response was, "How dare you say that?" And I was like, "Jesus Christ! Like maybe I don't understand humor anymore," because now you are two of two people I've asked and basically told me how in bad taste that was. So I guess that answers my.
Yeah, I think it. I don't think that was a good joke. I think you dropped the ball on that one. What did she say though? What was her response?
What did she say? I'm gonna pull up the message because now it's really interesting too. I will tell you there's for a different reason, but let me pull up exactly what she said so I'm not mincing words here. She said no money. Some of us don't have jobs. Oh, she said some of us don't have a job with a winky face after it. Okay. Was what she said, and I said, "Oh, don't rub it in." ... And she said, "Rub
the winking face
Response,
does support your side of things a little bit." Yeah. I'll say.
And she said, "Rub what in?" Response sounds a little insensitive, and my response was, "Sorry, I wasn't trying to be insensitive. I was trying to make a joke, but I apologize if it was perceived in a non-joking way." And then she didn't talk to me again for like 4 days.
What'd she say after 4 days?
Well, the funny thing is, she's now asking me a bunch of random questions that I am pretty confident, because she even went on to say, "Sorry, I missed your call yesterday." And I said, "I don't think I called you yesterday." And she says, "Oh, my phone says you did." I think she somehow has mixed up my wife and I's numbers.
Oh.
I'm not sure how, because I still didn't call her. So I don't know. I think she just started texting me because we were probably on a text chain about this thing, about the fantasy football. And she's just continuing on thinking that I'm her. And I haven't straight up come out and said, I'm trying to make it very clear that I am not Julia, because I don't want to make her sound
like, do you think she thought Julia was being insensitive?
No. I think she knows it was absolutely knows it was me about the fantasy football thing, because I'm the one who runs the fantasy football league. So I'm pretty sure that all was known to be me, but now she is writing me and asking me about, like, contacting one of our other mutual friends about, like, because she knows somebody who's she's looking for a new place to stay, and some people have an apartment that she thinks they know each other somehow, and was gonna, like, long story short, but it was definitely something that she would normally go through my wife for. And then when she continued on with saying, like, "Oh, sorry, I missed your call yesterday." And now she keeps asking me, "Oh, how's the move going?" and blah, 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 which is really weird. We don't normally have these like types of text message conversations. And I'm trying to figure out how to be like, without making her feel stupid.
Well, you're gonna fuck this one up. Just
well,
like
then I'm sure I'm gonna fuck this one up, and I just don't know how to correct it at this point. Hey, do you have any quartz still?
I have 3.
Oh wait, there's a couple here. Never mind. Do you have any cobblestone?
I have 64.
Perfect. Where are you guys coming from?
Their mama.
Yeah, because now I'm worried that I'm just gonna really upset her more, like completely not trying to. She did have a winky face. Not lying. There is a winky face there.
I think that helps your argument just a little bit, but not a lot. Have you made repeaters? My chance. Need 2.
Yeah, no. No, I only have comparators, sorry.
Okay.
Let's see if yeah, it definitely transfers the signal all the way through the observers. So I think, well, let me make sure it can go up. It's a little harder to check.
I don't think we need to go up anyways, though.
Or go down, I mean, right? I was doing it just straight across in a line. Where? Get away from me, zombie bush.
Have you looked at your calendar about the marathon at all?
No.
You should do that tonight.
Some of us don't have a job.
Must be nice.
Don't rub it in. Oh God. I actually don't know how to see. I guess I would have to come out that way. Yeah, wait, I can do that. We go down. No. Down and then over.
I will need more repeaters than that, won't we? Because I have to the signal.
Okay, maybe not. Oh wait, that's not the face. Sorry, you gotta trigger the face, right?
Yeah, the redstone signal comes out of the red dot.
I guess where it gets interesting is that you can take it down, but you can't really turn directions.
Well, we don't need to turn directions.
Okay.
Just bring it straight down to a redstone line.
It does go to, so you can go down to a redstone line like this.
Okay, that's all we need.
Grow back, little grass. How many do you think we need?
10 at the most. I've had so many fake dating accounts in the last week.
Well,
they're very easy to spot.
Why do you keep making fake dating accounts?
I keep running across them. I got one yesterday that initially wasn't. I didn't see any super red flags. Like I normally pretty easy to
just some mellow pink flags, but
yeah.
No super reds.
Just kind of yellow flags. Like they had misspelled a couple things, and some of their sentence structures wasn't great. But there's people that have that problem that aren't fake. Normally that's a big giveaway. But this person had said a couple things that seemed a bit off. But we talked for about 3 days before I was certain. One thing I do whenever I match with someone is I try to do a reverse image search on their picture just to make sure. Yeah. Like that's one of the easiest ones to do.
Yeah.
And their picture on their profile didn't come up with anything. So that was a good sign. But she did ask a lot of questions that were a bit confusing to me that were like about like taking care of women in your life and stuff, and I was just a little bit like, I think this might be a fake one. And then she also talked about her dad grew up in Africa, and I was like, ooh, we're getting closer. But last night, she was like, "Can you send me some pictures of yourself?" And I'm like, "Well, I had more pictures on my dating profile than you did. You only had 2. And I have like 5, so like you're technically behind.
so no.
Yeah, no, I mean honestly, I was still kind of like testing, like, are you real or not? And so I was just like, yeah, let's get on an even playing ground, and then I'll send you some more of me. And so yeah, the pictures she sent, I did a reverse image search, and it was a fake, as I had thought, and but I didn't stop talking because. I must need something to do with myself, honestly, because I've done this recently twice now where I knew I was talking to a fake. And I just kept talking. It's like, let's see where this goes. You know, like I'm obviously not going to give you my social or anything like that.
But don't you always wonder those fake, like, is some dude in a room, is he talking to like 35 people at the same time?
Yeah, no, I imagine they always are, right? Like I figure every time I hit one of these fakes, that's what they're doing. They're like, they got it open and they're just talking to. Because like that was another mistake that he probably made. Was whenever I said, you know, I had more on my account, they were like, well, I don't have that eHarmony account anymore. And I was like, that's cool because I've never had an eHarmony account. Because yeah, I don't, and that's not where we met. And they were like, oh, I mean, Tinder. And I was like, And the best part was it wasn't like, oh, I mean Tinder. It was, oh, I mean Tinder. Phone mistyped. It's like, yeah, that common autocorrect from Tinder to eHarmony.
Tinder to eHarmony. Very, very common.
But yeah, the moment they sent a picture, it was sealed. They were definitely a fake. But yeah, I kept talking. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can you imagine? Like, think of the old teen rom-coms, and what it's gonna be is the next teen rom-com is really going to be the Nigerian scammer who's pretending to try to get the sugar daddy and get the money, and it's really somebody who is just faking all these accounts, but it's really just the plain Nigerian girl. Her hair is just up in a bun and she wears glasses that is going to get contacts by the end of the movie and bring her hair down, and she's really the super attractive girl who's behind all these accounts in the first place, but she just doesn't know she's pretty, and then somebody's going to come in and save her from her life of scamming. Because she's hot.
This is pretty great. I like where this is going. All right, we can go from here. Actually, we don't need.
Yeah, I just realized where we had to go. So we have to start the first one here. We just need some repeaters, right, to make this make it all the way.
Is it what, every 15?
Yeah, well, this one we should be able to make directly, and then we can branch it off of here. And if we have a repeater that goes up this way, I mean, this should actually be 2, and with the 1 repeater, if we set it on a 4-tick delay, that already delays this one, right? And then we have to go all the way to the opposite end of this thing. It's gonna like just delay itself.
I think so.
Yeah, we don't have to build anything into it for the delay. It's just gonna happen.
Do you have a redstone torch?
Yes, a single one.
I guess I can do this. We're gonna trigger some items here, but probably the easiest way.
Make sure it goes one than the other.
Just give that power so I can see where I need to put repeaters, basically.
Oh,
okay, so we did trigger that one, and we did trigger this one. So there should be 2 items that pop up over there.
Oh, 1, 2, yep.
Sweet.
They actually came flying up, though.
Okay. Oh, wait, I don't want to go on the dirt. Well, that's gonna have to go in the dirt there. But yeah, that would actually be pretty funny. Like, they turned out to be real. So yeah, I continued to talk to this person for a little while.
I'm gonna break your signal and change this out, so it's not on dirt. There.
Okay. And eventually by that point I was starting to get bored. I was like, all right, I'm done talking to this person. I'm not having fun anymore. I started sending them pictures of themselves that they hadn't sent me.
Wait, you found real ones, or you mean like of the fake?
The fake person, okay. Like when I did the reverse image search, I ended up going to a forum of just fake Tinder and dating site profiles. So it was tons of them, not just the pictures they had shared. There was like a whole thread about this particular person with tons of pictures, and I said, well, I see what you've done now with the dirt. I was more worried about the dirt because I think that's his outline. And so I was thinking that.
Oh, I thought you meant just
I was going into the direction.
It was I was
going into the spot where it's not supposed to go, was my thought. But yeah, I started sending.
Then you can take this and put it. Sorry. There.
That's not gonna work.
Oh shit! It didn't turn into there. Crap.
Yeah, it's not going to. Idiot.
Stupid. I know it's gotta go.
Gotta be that way.
Yeah.
Oh, you just sent 2 items.
Oh no, not 2.
Oh, we got dirt in here for some reason. So yeah, then they were like, "Where did you get these pictures?" And I was like,
"They're like, these ones are better than the ones I've been trolling. I mean, sending to you."
Yeah. I was like, oh, there's tons of pictures on you on all the different scam websites. And I was like, and I took it a step further. I was like, here at the FBI, we have a whole database of people like you.
Anything. They just stop or they...
No, they didn't. They went full fucking psycho.
Really?
Yeah. Tell me how they were gonna murder me, and like, do you just think you figured us out? But we've been outside your house this whole time. What else was there? Like we know your credit card that you used on the site, and I was like, oh, what site?
You're like, what was
like I
it?
kept talking to him too.
You're like, I lost that credit card. Can you give me the numbers again, please?
Well, it's the funny thing is, like, I don't have a paid account on these sites. So the die has disappeared.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out here is where this worked, but what happened to the die?
So I put some of them back, but some of them, something's gone wrong with your sorting or something here.
Because, well, all the dies should have come out to here, right? They should have all come out to these end rows.
Right, the end hoppers.
Did any of them come back?
Yes.
Which ones didn't?
That's a hard question to answer. So they're all here on this one. They're all here on that one over there. So it's this side that they didn't all come back.
Okay. So...
there's one missing here, but I don't know what it is. Name the colors.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
Green is missing here.
Green is missing on this line. Okay, so let's make sure we had this set up right. 18 greens. There's only a single green in this.
As there should be.
Right.
I'm
just letting you look at, is one of these hoppers.
I checked all of them. They don't have a green in them. And then on this side, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, brown is missing on this side.
Where?
I end up eventually blocking them because I lost all my interest. But they went on for a very long time. I think they'd still be talking at this point if I would have allowed them.
Where could this have gone? Like,
I like to believe that you didn't have the single color down below.
Didn't we double check that though?
I thought we did, but that's the only explanation I have. Because where else could it have gone? There's nowhere else it could have gone.
Should we run it again?
I mean, we need to fix the colors that are missing. So it's a brown and a green. Let me go see if we have those.
I'm looking at all the droppers too, and just in some way.
I've talked about doing this before on stream, and people think I'm just a fucking psychopath for chatting with people that I know are fakes.
Oh, baiting people?
I just think it's fun. Like,
yeah, I've done that plenty of times in my life, specifically for the purpose of baiting people. Like, you get the constant Facebook messages from random people, the random how to try. I've been getting a lot on YouTube lately of people commenting on the videos that are clearly like in some type of YouTube honeypot ring or something. I don't know. There's all these girls in basically like topless pictures talking about how sexy your voice is, but then they like come to my channel and know about me, and they have 0 videos but 1,000 friends that all look like them, or similar types of pictures and things like that.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, in the last week, I've probably gotten like 5 or 10 comments on videos from specific accounts like that.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. Wait, why is this still lit up?
Is there something? Oh, because it's a torch. It was just a. Oh.
No, I removed the torch.
That I don't know. We're not backbeating somewhere, right? No.
Now that I see.
Is this hopper? Wait a minute. We have to be backbeating somewhere. Because I just took out the only signal that it could be getting something from. Unless there's not a one of these blocks this redstone's running across isn't lit up, is it? No. Yeah, it has to be backfeeding.
Where?
How? A green dye somewhere.
Why is it what?
The missing green dye. It's backfeeding into the system. See, but look, I disconnected from there. So where you at? I disconnected this one. It's not connected up here anymore. There, what'd you just take out? There you go. Whatever
this
that
one?
was. Is there?
But how did this stop it?
I don't know.
And I've replaced it back too.
What's under the block? Nothing.
Air.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay. Well, there's a creeper under there.
Okay. Should we go up and actually hit the button that we're gonna?
That was what I was gonna do, but then I got all confused by this shit being broken.
Ready? When I place the button, it's gonna trigger.
I've already got a button on here.
Oh.
Is that why everything lit up?
No, because it should. Maybe. Because when you place it, it's a block change, right? So they're just all about the block change. That didn't actually make this thing light up.
Sure didn't.
Didn't I just test that this would work?
I don't know. Did you have a button on?
You know, I had the button directly on the thing itself, but you're still changing the state of the block that's going to the face of the observer, right?
So when this lights up, it doesn't unlight.
But
so we should get 4 items now. I don't know.
Well, I guess the easiest fix for that would be... Yeah, I mean, I can fix it. I just don't understand why this is. Now go hit it again.
Hold on, I'm waiting to see if we get 4 items here.
Oh.
Actually, we should get fucking 8 items now that you've done that.
Yeah, probably.
We've so far have gotten 0 items.
That's close to 8. There's some gunpowder just chilling here.
This is not working, basically.
The dropper is empty.
We didn't get our color back over here either. Where the fuck are they going, dude?
I don't know. I'm... Hit the button again.
They're right here.
Wait. Here?
Why is this? Come here.
Why is this? I need to... Where are you?
The orange dye is in this hopper. Is it because this redstone right here?
Corner? Yeah, I guess maybe. Wait, it went to what hopper? It was stuck in this
first
hopper?
Yeah,
oh, so yeah, it was locking the hopper from the corner? I guess maybe. I didn't know. Yeah.
Well, this one's the same way. This one's locked right here too.
Okay. Yeah, I guess there's a lot more hopper locking than I knew about.
I guess if there's still redstone going to the dropper, it locks the next hopper.
So this one's fine. This one should be fine then too, right?
Only because the redstone's broken.
No, I think they should be fine because they're not touching the corners. These ones I think should be fine.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the corners. It has to do with redstone signal going into this. As long as the redstone doesn't turn off like it should, the items never leave the hopper. That's why, like right here, if you put something in here, this still isn't going to work because the redstone is still on for whatever reason.
Oh, well, if we hit the button, that should fix that. If you...
It's not gonna. You have a redstone torch there.
I put that, but it's going to be on an inverter now, though. This was lit up, and staying lit up was the problem, right under the observer. It wasn't turning off again.
Okay. I'll press the button, and then we can talk about why this doesn't work. This doesn't work because there's a redstone torch.
No, it just triggered.
Well, yeah, you have a redstone torch here. This torch is always going to be on. No, this redstone here is not going to.
This redstone torch is not going to be on the second this thing triggers.
Yeah, but then as soon as this is done being
But
triggered,
it
it's going
should.
to
But
come back on.
But the thing is, when I turned this off, when this was directly connected, it was staying lit.
I know. I don't know why that is. I have no idea why that.
Yeah,
is.
I assumed it was because it was sending out the signal at all times and only pulsing on the. That's why I put an inverter there, thinking it would just swap the signal to what it needed to be.
No, that's not how an observer works. So it doesn't send out signal all the
I
time.
didn't think so. That's why I didn't build it that way in the first place. But it made sense given what I was seeing, what I was observing in the observable universe with the observer.
Okay. Well,
But clearly that wasn't it.
It's
so because we're backfeeding something. Like if you can,
we're not.
Well, go hit the button again now that we moved the
I
corners.
can't. I need food.
Is it gonna?
Do you have food?
Yes.
Okay, give me food, and then we can talk.
Where you at?
Coming back very slowly.
Here.
I need more than that. It's not gonna do me over.
Here's some spider eyes.
I will fucking leave. Just sign out. Pick it up, game.
This has been 35 minutes, but I want to understand why there's no work.
It's long episodes. My head hurts.
That worked. Except the only problem is it triggers twice.
Why does it trigger twice?
Because when the button goes down, it triggers once. When it goes up, it triggers again. Because it's 2 block updates.
Okay, well then this just doesn't work.
So, well, I think what we need if we put a repeater. Do you have another repeater on you? If we put one,
the repeater's still gonna repeat.
But I think if you put it on with 4-tick delay, it'll all still be on the same cycle.
I think so. Maybe. I don't have another repeater to answer that question, though.
Well, some bitch. I have a comparator. I don't know if that helps at all. I don't have a repeater. Yeah, I think if we put a repeater on a 4-tick delay, it'll smooth out the signal. It's like a smoothing capacitor in an electrical circuit.
We still have something wrong here.
It's not staying locked anymore, though.
Yeah, but I think we've gotten going too many blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, there should have been the end of it. So we need a repeater right here. So we need 2 repeaters at least.
Repeaters.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
What was a repeater? 3 redstone torches and some regular
2 redstone
stone?
torches, 1 redstone.
And regular stone?
Yeah, yeah. I have some stone. There might be some still in the furnace though.
It's funny because I just had a bunch of regular stone. I think I used it all. No, there should be just enough here for probably 1. Yeah, there's just enough here for 1. And what did I just do with all my cobblestone? Well, you gave me a stack. What did I do with it? Here we go. I guess I got stone. Never mind. Never mind. Hold on. Okay. Give me this next repeater. Okay. 2 repeaters. Trying to smoothly get down there and not doing that at all.
Okay, 1 goes right here.
Where's the other one?
Right. Okay. You'll press the button. I'm gonna make sure that the signal gets to this side. Make sure I did that right.
And I'm gonna watch and make sure it doesn't see if it double pulses. Okay, yeah, that seems to have. Well, it's staying lit though.
Why?
I was gonna say it didn't turn off in time. The smoothing worked, but the smoothing will always work if it never turns off.
Why doesn't it turn off?
I don't know.
Because there's no way we have it looping back because our fucking repeaters point the other way.
That's true. So the only place it could loop back from. Well, how is this thing built? Are we neglecting something that's directly underneath this line on the way that the sorting system works? That is it triggering some redstone underneath here that's powering the floor?
I don't see where it could be.
I don't either.
I don't get it, dude.
And if I
This
take,
episode's gotta end.
well,
Just gotta.
if I take this one out, okay, that took it all out. Why taking this block out did that take it out?
I don't know what this block is. I'm stuck down here in hell.
I want to go hit another button on this and. Oh, God damn it. Okay, that's back on again. I just took out this block right here. And it turned off. But, like, if I take out this one, does it turn off as well? No. If I take out this one, does it turn off as well? No. This one? Yes.
Oh God, you're sending so many things. Okay, we'll put it right there where you're standing. No, not there. That's where it just was. God, the number of things you've sent. I hate it.
That worked. Nope. It's still double triggered, though. That worked, but it double triggered. So it's something about this block right here.
I don't get it.
I don't either. But it did double trigger, so we do have to figure out the smoothing capacitor didn't work.
God, there's 4 missing here. I don't know. What do you think the problem is?
Minecraft.
It's a good one. I don't think that's it though, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure the problem does lie within Minecraft.
Couldn't be. You're an idiot.
Well, this is the part I thought that was going to be so simple. Like,
yeah, no, it really shouldn't be hard.
yeah,
Like it should just
like slap some redstone on a delay and good, we're done, we're finished. The lotto works.
Yeah, I don't understand why this is as hard as it is, to be honest with you.
Huh. Well, I guess we'll leave it to the people in the comments to figure it out for us.
I guess. I'm upset. Yeah, well, the problem is that this episode's not going to come out before we record another set of episodes in 2 days. So.
Oh God, I just put a block in here. Oh, that's fine.
So we got to figure this out ourselves, but we'll do it next time because we're out of time and my head hurts. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.